6th.
Oh my God.
Herman!
Prepare for an unprecedented two-night crossover event of all 3 Chicago teams. In the face of crisis, they'll unearth a mystery.
She's dying from an overdose of chemo. She never had cancer.
That leads to one dangerous twist after another.
Give me a hand so I can pull you up! Casey! Casey!
3 shows, 2 nights, 1 Chicago, starting January 5th on NBC.
On an all-new Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Bruce Springsteen drops by. NBC Tonight.
Your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Shad Olson. This is NewsCenter1 at 10. Tonight, details of the first arrest after the terror attack in San Bernardino. A friend and former neighbor of that couple that killed 14 and wounded more than 20 was the one who bought the assault weapons used in the massacre. NBC's Pete Williams reports tonight on the charges and on plans for previous attacks.
2 weeks after the shooting attack that left 14 people dead and injured 22, federal prosecutors filed charges against 24-year-old Enrique Marquez, a friend and former next-door neighbor of one of the attackers, Syed Farouk. Prosecutors say in late 2011, the 2 men plotted to attack Riverside Community College, where both had been students, with pipe bombs and guns. The FBI says they also talked about throwing pipe bombs to stop traffic on a crowded section of a state highway during rush hour, then to shoot at people stuck in their cars. Marquez is also charged with violating firearms laws when he bought the 2 assault rifles in 2011 and 2012 that ended up being used in the San Bernardino shooting. Under federal law, it's illegal for someone to buy a gun knowing the purchase is being made for someone else. The gun store form even warns you cannot acquire a firearm for another person. The charges filed today say Marquez and Farouk continued to plan for terror attacks by going to firing ranges, but that the 2 stopped plotting together in late 2012 after some unrelated terror arrests in Southern California. And there's nothing in today's charges to indicate that Marquez knew about the plans for the shooting in San Bernardino earlier this month. He's also charged with defrauding the government with a sham marriage. Officials say Farouk's brother, also called Syed, is married to a Ukrainian woman whose sister is married to Marquez. FBI agents questioned Marquez for at least a week after the shooting. They say he answered questions voluntarily and did not request a lawyer. President Obama was briefed on the national threat picture today at the Counterterrorism Center and said there are no known threats of attacks. He urged people to get on with the holidays.
We cannot give in to fear or change how we live our lives, because that's what terrorists want. That's the only leverage that they have.
Earlier this week, the bodies of Syed Farouk and his wife Tashfeen Malik, who were killed in a police shootout, were buried in the Muslim tradition at an undisclosed cemetery miles from San Bernardino.
And the FBI believes that Farouk was originally influenced by al-Qaeda and in turn radicalized Marquez. Prosecutors are asking that Marquez be held in jail pending a trial. The war against ISIS is getting an important boost today, the U.S. joining with other members, including Russia, to target ISIS finances. NBC's Richard Engel follows the money.
It's a wave of terror fueled by cash. ISIS raises and spends billions. But today, a rare moment of international consensus.
The draft resolution has been adopted unanimously.
The UN Security Council agreed to cooperate on tracking ISIS money and punishing those who profit from it. Critically, the resolution was sponsored by both the United States and Russia, long at odds over Syria. Perhaps now, getting closer to joining forces to stop ISIS. Today, President Putin said he's open to more cooperation. ISIS remains the richest terrorist group in history, pulling in an estimated $480 million a year, selling black market oil, mostly to Syrians who have no other source, $100 million from stolen antiquities, and $600 million in taxes imposed on those unfortunate enough to live under ISIS occupation. In total, $1.2 billion of annual income, plus about $2 billion in reserves. But money could be ISIS's Achilles heel.
It cannot run its war, it cannot act as a state, it cannot engage in terrorism abroad if it cannot finance those activities.
ISIS thinks of itself as a state with 7 million people and an army with about 80,000 fighters. If the world can put a squeeze on the flow of cash, that army might start to shrink.
Cracking down on ISIS money won't be easy, but today's agreement is encouraging because it could form the basis for far greater cooperation between Washington and Russia. Cooperation which experts say is the key to defeating ISIS.
Meantime, it is a different kind of funding, giving both Republicans and Democrats something to cheer about today, a new spending bill. Republicans are cheering the removal of a 40-year-old ban on crude oil exports, and Democrats are cheering for a 5-year extension of tax credits for wind and solar energy producers. That bill also contains $680 billion in tax cuts for businesses and individuals. Lawmakers are expected to vote on the bill before the end of the week and avoid a government shutdown. But our own Senator Mike Rounds is concerned about the bill's length and how Congress in general is conducting business.
It is 2,009 pages long. As we look to next year, I think the best way to fund government is through regular order or a normal type of order in which it's open. That means passing appropriation bills. There are 12 of them. Almost all 12 of those bills have now been incorporated into this one single mega bill. And because it is so big, it is very difficult to go through. And the way that it's delivered to us, it's very difficult to amend it should a majority of the members not like a particular part of it.
Speaker of the House Paul Ryan shares the same sentiment as Rounds about that process.
You know I don't like this process, right? I mean, you know that we inherited a process, a cake that was pretty much more than half-baked. Next year, when we have a fresh start, we're doing things differently because I don't think this is the way that we should be governing.
That measure would fund the government through next September. President Barack Obama is expected to sign that bill into law. The Lakota Nations Invitational Tournament is not the only game in town. The Lakota Nations Education Conference is being held in conjunction with that event at the Ramkota here in Rapid City. It is a gathering of minds to discuss some of the most pressing topics facing educators. This year's conference covering a range of different issues, including gang awareness, bullying, suicide prevention, and special education. South Dakota Attorney General Marty Jackley speaking at that event today about what the state is doing to help combat youth suicide.
What we're doing on the state side, particularly with law enforcement, is increased training to help identify suicidal concerns and then to address them. We had a recent settlement of the consumer division on a pharmaceutical company. It was called the Janssen settlement, where we put a significant amount of money towards training police officers. So I think we're doing a better job. It's important for our law enforcement to be able to recognize when there's a suicidal concern.
That education conference runs through this Saturday. The Department of Corrections warning the public of an inmate set to be released next week. 46-year-old Glenn Walker is serving for time for being an accomplice in the 1994 killing of 2 women. Walker's sentence expires on Christmas Eve, and he must be released without parole or probation, according to state law. Although Walker has indicated he plans to leave South Dakota upon his release, the department feels that a public warning is necessary based on his criminal history. Rapid City Police arresting 2 people on weapons and narcotics charges in a joint investigation with the Unified Narcotics Enforcement Team. Tuesday morning, police arresting 31-year-old Jenna Holzer of Timber Lake on active warrants. Officers discovering Holzer was traveling with a suspect in an aggravated assault in Rapid City earlier this month, identified as 27-year-old Nomar Uka of California. Police located Uka inside a hotel on Rapp Street. There they discovered several firearms, cash, marijuana, and methamphetamine. The couple is believed to be local and national dealers of drugs and firearms. Rapid City Police also strengthening their commitment to keep the city safe this holiday season. The department taking part in the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's mobilization campaign titled Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over. The increased enforcement efforts will take place throughout Rapid City, December 18th through January 3rd. Police will be upping the number of saturation patrols with officers specifically on the lookout for impaired drivers. Officers will also be on the lookout for speed and seatbelt violations. And here's a look at today's markets on Wall Street. And once again, that news about lifting the ban on the export of domestic crude stocks having a negative impact on the numbers, as well as some of the settling in of the realization of that 25 basis point hike in interest rates by the Federal Reserve earlier this week. The Dow losing 253 points, 17,496. NASDAQ Composite down 69 to 5,003. The S&P losing 31 to 2042, and gold dropping $26.60 to $1,050.20 on this day of trade. Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio joining us. Kind of a crisp day out there.
Very
beautiful
crisp,
to look at if you just look out the window, but kind of chilly.
I know. It's going to be a very cold evening tonight. We'll see temperatures down very close to zero for those overnight temperatures. I have some high temperatures I want to point out to you around the Black Hills. You can see generally in the lower 20s, even 17 was the high down in Custer. Tomorrow, a few communities are going to be a little bit warmer, and those communities are up in the higher elevations because we're expecting to see a temperature inversion tomorrow. So if you're heading on up to the Lee Deadwood area, you can expect temperatures to be a little bit warmer than what we expect down here out at the airport or out in the plains to the east. So we got this inversion coming in. But Saturday, we're going to take care of everybody. We're going to raise everybody's temperatures on ambient air temperatures, that is, on Saturday.
Something to look forward to. We'll get more details coming up with Bob in just a bit. We'll find out just how cold it's going to get in those overnight hours tonight with that clear sky letting temperatures sink down low. Bob tells us more, and we have more news after the break right around NewsCenter1.
This is NewsCenter1 with Shad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
If you're waking up tired and achy, you may need a new mattress. Feel better on a new mattress from Simply Sleep Better. For 10 final days, get 2 memory foam pillows, a 4-piece sheet set, and a mattress protector free with any Sealy Posturepedic mattress set. Get a special purchase luxury Sealy Posturepedic queen-size pillow top mattress set, the same mattress used in the luxury 5-star Fairmont hotels with a regular value of $2,200. Now only $687 or $987 for a king set. Plus get 3 years no interest. Better prices, better advice. Simply Sleep Better. By Rushmore Crossing and on Mount Rushmore Road, Rapid City.
There exists an all-powerful force in the universe. It surrounds us, gives us strength, turns fear into hope. And to those who seek to harness such power, this is what you've been looking for. Now get 0% APR for 75 months.
Get 0% APR financing for 75 months, plus $6,000 in total values on the 2015 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab.
Get projects done quicker with Crescent sockets and wrenches from Menards. Right now, they're all on sale. This 148-piece mechanics tool set has the right tools to get the job done. $69.99. Bosch 18-volt power tools give you high performance with compact designs. Purchase this hammer drill and impact driver combo kit for $299 and get your choice of a circular saw, reciprocating saw, or lithium-ion battery free. Don't forget Christmas. Give a gift card.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Visit Pump House at Mind Blown Studio in historic Deadwood to see professional glass blowers at work. We offer a wide range of custom glasswork, including ornaments, glasses, and vases. You can browse the gallery for gifts and decorations or have one of our artists make a custom piece just for you. You can enjoy a coffee and a sandwich from our Pump House deli while watching the artist work. If you're looking for a unique gift, a private glass blowing class, or something for the entire family to do, check out the Pump House at Mind Blown Studio on Sherman Street in historic Deadwood.
This Christmas season, we're giving you more with a holiday sale too good to ignore, where you can find savings throughout the whole store on sofas and tables and bed sets galore, with 20% off all linens and decor, plus 5-year interest-free finance to score. So make the season bright and come explore all the ways you can save on designs you adore. Happy holidays from Furniture Row.
Well, Santa Claus, he is not the only one keeping a list. State Treasurer Rich Satgast is looking for the rightful owners to his list of unclaimed property for the year. Since July, the Unclaimed Property Division has received $71.7 million in forgotten funds and returned over $7.5 million to claimants. Satgast says that he understands that a little extra cash can make a big difference, especially this time of year. To check for unclaimed property in your name, you can visit sdtreasurer.gov or call toll-free 866-357-2547. That's 866-357-2547, and talk with a representative. And speaking with good old St. Nick, Santa Claus taking time out of his busy schedule at the mall to deliver toys to children in the pediatrics unit at Rapid City Regional Hospital. NewsCenter1's Brooke Cowell was there with those happy children.
Merry Christmas. How are you? Here you go, Olivia.
Thank you.
We didn't want you to be left out. So. Well, you keep getting better, okay? Okay.
Toys purchased from the Santa Fund, a special regional health foundation fund, giving some children the gift of Santa.
These toys, they mean a lot to a child. You know, when they're not going to be home for Christmas, and you know, they're going to be here in the hospital, and you know, we all want to go home for Christmas, and we're hoping that, like I say, that they get better, they get well, and they can get home as soon as possible.
Children young and old feeling a little more at home this time of year as they open their presents the Santa Fund picked out specifically for them.
Being part of the Children's Miracle Network program and the Regional Health Foundation, you truly are making a difference in these kids' lives. As I said before, 100% of the funds do stay local to help ill and injured kids in our communities. So we really are making a difference in all of our regional health communities and at all of our hospitals.
The foundation gives gifts year-round and plans to keep the fund going for many years. For NewsCenter1, I'm Brooke Cowell.
And as for your holiday weather, sunny skies are starting to make an appearance once again. Bob Riggio joins us next with a look at your full forecast. But first, this holiday message.
On behalf of Sturgis Fire and EMS, Merry Christmas!
Wake up in your first home. Wake up in a home with a new address. Wake up in a home with no address. Your dream home evolves, and protecting it takes committed support. American Family Insurance.
'Twas thinking of Christmas with my money half gone when I thought of good deals from First National Pawn. I'll spin the wheel and save up to 50%. Huge sale, less money will be spent. They have iPods and iPads and laptops galore, PlayStation and Xbox and Wii in the store. There were games for them all and car audio too. There was Bluetooth speakers and headphones for you. Sales on DVDs, Blu-rays, and box sets do tell. Native American art and cool leather as well. Guitars, drums, violins, tools too. First National Pawn's huge sale is for you.
Gold Diggers is going out for your business. After more than 40 years in the jewelry business, Gold Diggers has done some serious price reductions and is going out for your business by taking 50 to 75% off all factory direct Black Hills Gold. There are thousands of uniquely designed and skillfully crafted pieces of Black Hills Gold from Gold Diggers. Heart pendants starting at just $14.95. Don't miss the largest jewelry sale in the Black Hills at Gold Diggers on Mount Rushmore Road in Rapid City.
Decorate your home for the holidays with new furniture during Fisher Furniture's Christmas sale. For a limited time only, save up to 65% off on brand name furniture, TVs, and appliances. Get 5 years interest-free financing and a free iPad Air 2 with a minimum furniture purchase as our gift to you. Plus, register to win a front-load washer and dryer set. Save on new living room furniture, dining room furniture, mattresses, TVs, and appliances store-wide. Plus, get 5 years interest-free financing and a free iPad Air 2. But hurry, Fisher's Christmas sale is for a limited time only at all 3 Fisher stores in Rapid City.
The best dealership in the hills.
I really appreciate the lack of high-pressure sales tactics. Purchasing from Hirschroods was easy.
I appreciated the respect they gave me by walking me through all the features of my new car, the service requirements, and the complete warranty.
After visiting half a dozen dealerships, we like you guys the best.
They say your best advertising is a happy customer, and after 105 years, we do have a lot of them. Hirschroods in Sturgis, I-90 and exit 30. Don't drive by, drive in.
Crispy bacon, Canadian bacon, and pepper bacon. Papa Murphy's large bacon pizza, just $11. Try it as a fresh pan for just $1 more. Fresh made, fresh baked, fresh craving. Papa Murphy's, love at 425 degrees.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
All you folks, if there's anybody in Rochford listening to me, your temperature, your high temperature tomorrow should be a little bit warmer than what we expect out at the airport. Certainly, you folks, and I know there's people in Lead Deadwood listening, your temperatures will be warmer than what we expect out at the airport. Certainly up at the Terry Peak, 33, the expected high temperature. Great day for skiing, the Stewart Run, right on through the Surprise Run, open. And this season, they've already seen 54 inches of snow up there. And last 48 hours, not today, but yesterday, almost a foot of snow. So great skiing. 23, the high temperature today, 6, the low this morning. And tomorrow morning's low is going to be awfully close to the fact that I'm expecting to be a little colder than that. 7:21, sun up, 4:15, the sun will be going down. What do we have going for us out at the airport? Clear skies. Oh, here's the, it's already it's already colder than what we had this morning. And there's your dew point, 3 below. So these temperatures under clear skies and light winds, they try to get as close as they can to the dew point. So we're going to go to near 0 for a low temperature. The wind chill is the current ambient air temperature because the winds, we don't hardly have any wind out there. All right, here are the maximum wind gusts today. Everything generally east of the Missouri River, 30 mile per hour in Aberdeen, 28 Sioux Falls, the Capitol Pier, 41, 37 in Bismarck, and 21 down in North Platte. So a little bit breezy, but all the winds are just sliding off to the east with that low pressure area, the one that gave us the snow. Well, that's moving off into the northeast and it's taking the winds with it as well. High temperatures, well, there they are all across the northern plains. 36 Omaha, 36 Lincoln. Who else we got? 25 up there in Grand Forks, 22 International Falls. So cold. It was a cold day, and those cold temperatures plummeted all the way down into Kansas. As a matter of fact, they worked their way down into Oklahoma, even into the Lone Star State. 27 Colorado Springs, 28 Dodge City. And there goes this high pressure sliding off further to the south and still influencing our weather in the central and northern plains. We're going to go with partly cloudy skies, maybe some high clouds, but all in all, partly cloudy skies. A cool day tomorrow, not Saturday. You just seen that warm front work its way across, so that places us in the warm air. A little bit of a southerly flow to the winds, a little bit of a westerly component as well, and that westerly component is going to help warm our temperatures up due to the Chinook effect, okay? And then we have this low pressure back to the northwest, and then a cold front. That cold front will drag on across Saturday evening, and we expect the temperatures to cool off again a little bit on Sunday. But Saturday is going to be the warmest day for the next 7 days. All right, here we go. These are the expected high temperatures tomorrow. And again, all right, this is prior to the arrival of that warm front. So we're still seeing temperatures in the 20s all across South Dakota, a little bit colder over East River, 13 expected high tomorrow in Aberdeen, 18 in Sioux Falls, for example. Now, keep in mind, the warm front comes through Friday evening. There it goes, and now temperatures are warming up. Now we see them in the 40s. 44 Scotts Bluff, 45 Valentine, 43 in the North Platte. So temperatures are going to warm up on Saturday, and that's going to be the warmest day of the next 7 days, and then things cool off beginning on Sunday with that cool front as that one comes through Saturday evening. All right, high temperatures, all right, tomorrow. Again, I have to remind you folks, this is prior to the arrival of the warm front. And now the warm front comes through, and let's see if it affects all of the communities in South Dakota. No, I'm sorry. This is now the tomorrow high temperatures. Now the front's coming through, that warm front's coming through, and you can see generally over West River, we'll see temperatures in the 40s. Temperatures over East River still in the 20s. So we'll enjoy those warm temperatures. Unfortunately, the folks over in East River, they will not. Here's the forecast for the Black Hills for tomorrow. 27 Buffalo, 32 Spearfish, 32 in Custer. We'll have partly cloudy skies, 34 Deadwood. Notice how warm it is up in the higher elevations now. Hill City, 30, 34 in Deadwood. So temperatures, as I said, a little bit of a temperature inversion going on, which means that the temperatures warm up as you go to a higher elevation. 2 tonight, partly cloudy. And a little bit of a wind chill, 5. It's going to feel like 5 below, even though the winds are on the light side, but that ambient air temperature is awfully, awfully cold. Tomorrow, 25, more sun than clouds expected. Winds out of the northwest, 5 to 10. And then tomorrow evening, a lot warmer, let me just say less cold than what we expect tonight. 22, partly cloudy and quiet, and the winds are out of the southwest at around 10 to 15. 7-day forecast, 46 on Saturday, very nice, and then 35 on Sunday, and then temperatures slightly just right about normal for the next 4 days, Monday through Thursday, with partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies. ClickBigDeals.com, half off a full day snowmobile rental at Mavericks Rentals for just $100, and that one sold out very quickly. As soon as it went up on the internet, a couple hours later it was gone.
All right. Thank you, Bob. Still to come, the Lakota Nation Invitational continuing today with 16 more games on that action-packed schedule. Justin has scores and highlights from the second round coming up next, right here on News Center 1 Sports.
Attention ranchers, farmers, and small businesses. The Ram commercial truck season is here. Save big on trucks and vans customizable to fit your every business need. Like 2015 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cabs, now with 0% financing for 75 months, plus $6,000 in total values. Or Ram Heavy Duty Crew Cabs, now with up to $4,000 in total values. Plus, as a small business, you can qualify for up to $1,500 of on-the-job incentives. Now's the time to help your bottom line. See your local Ram dealer today.
Synchrony Financial. Engage with a call center team that makes customers smile. Engage with a job where great benefits are only one of the benefits. Engage with us. We're now hiring for call center positions in Rapid City. Learn more and apply at synchronycareers.com. That's SYNCHRONY careers.com. Or text SYF12 to 90206. Again, text SYF12 to 90206. Engage with us.
It's Carpet One Floor and Home's bonus extravaganza sale. Buy any carpet now and save with our bonus package pricing. Free pre-measure, estimate, and delivery. Free carpet take-up and free carpet removal. What the home centers charge extra for, you get for free. Professional installation and cushion are included at no extra charge. Plus, get 24 months no interest and a free iPad mini with minimum purchase. See store for details. Bonus package pricing for 10 final days at Carpet One, Mount Rushmore Road, Rapid City.
Dear future, life is good. No, great. I'm like a man, only better. But even though I know everything, I still feel like you could surprise me. Like that skateboard incident with the squirrel. But life is sweet now. Hey, what could go wrong? It's you and me all the way, future. Let's get going.
This is NewsCenter1 Sports with Justin Wickersham.
Well, the 39th annual Lakota Nation Invitational Basketball Tournament continued today with 16 more games on the schedule. Today, the St. Francis girls team was looking to punch a ticket to the semifinals at the expense of Todd County. Let's take you down to the Rushmore Plaza Civic Center for some of the early highlights in this one. Midway through the second half, it's Selena Marshall with a nice pass to Raven Canoyer. Canoyer drives and scores to give the Lady Falcons a 10-point lead, 30-20. Later in the half now, Canoyer kicks it outside to Doris Whitehat. She knocks down the three, and Todd County extends its lead to 13 over St. Francis. Back at the other end now, Sunshine Arkerin drains the baseline jumper. However, the Lady Falcons continue to lead by 13. Then Raven Patton coming up here drives and banks this one off the glass for two, and Todd County defeats St. Francis by a final score of 55-48. Earlier today at the LNI, Little Wound was locked in a tight battle with McLaughlin in the girls' quarterfinals this afternoon. Under 3 minutes to play in the game with it tied at 58 apiece. Tacey LeBeau with a nice up and under move for two, and the Mustangs retake the lead. Less than 2 minutes to play now with Little Wound up by a point. Tierra Flying Horse scores down low, and McLaughlin takes the lead 63-62. Down the stretch, the Lady Mustangs hit some big free throws, including this one by Janae Jumping Eagle. Now with 3 seconds left in the game, the Midgets with a chance to win this one. Jada Badhorse launches it from half court, but it bounces off the rim, and Little Wound wins this one by a final score of 67-65. Checking out other scores now from the LNI, White River advances to the semifinals with a 67-64 win over Red Cloud in girls basketball. Also in the quarterfinals, Pine Ridge leads Cheyenne Eagle Butte right now 35-12 in the first half. Over in the girls' consolation bracket, Winnebago knocked off Lower Brule, final score 81-40, plus Omaha downed Crow Creek 57-25. Now to boys basketball, where White River played Lower Brule in the quarterfinals at the L&I this afternoon. Early in the first half, Isaiah Knife drives inside, passes it to Nicholas Young, who lays this one up and in off the glass for 2, and the Tigers go up by 4, 12-8. At the other end now, Yamni Whitehat comes up with the steal. He brings it down the court, pulls up and hits the jumper. That gave the Tigers an 8-point lead. More White River now. This time, Lucas Ironheart sinks the three-pointer from the wing. The Tigers on top 19-10, but Lower Brule fights back. Adrian Farmer grabs a loose ball and scores. However, White River advances with a 1-point win over Lower Brule. 54-53 is your final score. So White River will play Little Wound in the semifinals tomorrow night after the Mustangs rolled over St. Francis 82-50. Also in the quarterfinals, Red Cloud lost to Winnebago by a final score of 73-58. In the Paha-Sapa bracket, or the consolation bracket, it was Todd County all over Crazy Horse by a final score of 78-40, and McLaughlin outlasted Ulrichs by 6, 56-50. Around the area tonight in boys hoops, Sturgis beat Douglas by 7, 56-49, plus Stanley County topped Phillip by 21 points. And in girls basketball, it was Douglas with a 45-20 win over Hot Springs. Also, Stanley County falls to Phillip 70-35. Shifting gears to high school wrestling now, Rapid City Central had its hands full tonight against Spearfish. The Spartans off to a good start. Max Saylor of Spearfish pinned Cale Larson in just 1 minute 23 seconds. That was at 106 pounds. Moving on to 113 pounds now. Derek Dower put Central's Tristan Jacobs on his back in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Spearfish led 12-0 at that point, but the Cobblers finally respond at 120 pounds. Buddy Heidinger pinned Spearfish's Caleb Gilchrist with 1 minute and 23 seconds left in the second period. And at 126 pounds, Tyler Watterson of Spearfish pinned Parker Solano in the third period. Overall, Spearfish wins the duel 42-28 over Central. And across town, Sturgis knocked off Rapid City Stevens 51-24. And that's a look at sports. We'll be right back.
What makes Liberty Superstores a dealership for the people? People with more insight, more options, more respect, more heart. We eagerly serve the frustrated, the hardworking, the people. We believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. And that's what makes us for the people. Liberty Superstores.
We could have built pyramids. We chose burritos instead. Fresh pressed tortillas. The finest ingredients evenly mixed. Our better built standard is in a league of its own. Fresh salads, tacos, and quesadillas. Panchero's Mexican Grill, for those who don't compromise. West Omaha Street, Rapid City.
If the ones you love the great outdoors, there's only one place to go this season. The Cabela's Christmas Sale. Get 40% off select insulated outerwear. 25% off select men's, women's, and kids' Under Armour apparel. $60 off a Fox Pro Wildfire 2 Predator Call. 30% off Cabela's and Bounty Hunter metal detectors. Plus, don't miss Saturday 8 a.m. doorbusters. For everything on their wish list, shop in-store or online at Cabela's.com.
It's the perfect time to get the gift you've waited for all year. The Odyssey Special Edition, featuring the Honda Vac and a rear entertainment system. Hurry into the Happy Honda Day sales event and you could get a great deal on KBB.com's best value brand. Now at your Honda dealer.
Well, there you have another cold day tomorrow. We'll warm it up on Saturday, though. 45, partly cloudy skies, 35 on Sunday.
And that'll do it for us right here. For everybody here at News Center 1, have a great night.
Herberger's biggest one-day sale of the season, this Saturday with a Friday preview. Make any in-store cosmetics or fragrance purchase of $50 or more and get $25 savings cash. Herberger's, your store, your style.
Go to the $1 Million Cash Bash at Cadillac Jack's on New Year's Eve. And who knows where you'll find yourself on New Year's Day. Cadillac Jack's is giving away $1 million in Cadillac cash this New Year's Eve. Every Cadillac Club member is a guaranteed winner. Find out how much you've won on December 31st. Cadillac Jacks. How will your New Year's Eve play out?
It started with a dream of the second generation. Eco-friendly. Amenities like no other. The new Granite Buick GMC. DriveGranite.com.
If your favorite part of fajitas is the tender USDA Choice Angus steak, then Arby's new steak fajita flatbreads are for you. If your favorite part is the charred, fire-roasted peppers, then Arby's new steak fajita flatbreads are for you too. But if your favorite part is the sizzling hot skillet, sorry, it's too hot. Remember the coffee lady? Arby's, we have the meats.
Find huge savings on coats at Herberger's this Friday and Saturday only. Take $60 off the ladies' or men's coat purchase of $100 or more when you use your coupon. Available online. Save on regular and sale prices. Herberger's, your store, your style.